Hi, this is Ben Pearson. It's April 2019, part of H-Bar Sci, and today we're talking about our decal collection. So I thought I'd show how to install a decal onto my 2018 Wrangler Rubicon. We sell 0.3 millimeter vinyl decals. I like this material quite a bit because it's fairly UV resistant. It's extremely weather resistant. Goes on pretty much all applications from glass to body to bumper. Sticks really well. Also though, it comes off later on in later years without leaving a ton of residue and everything. So today we're going to talk about how to put these on because it can be tricky at times. So for this decal, we're going to install it on this plastic bumper here. The first thing you're going to want to do is measure up. Make sure you have enough space for the decal that you're going to apply. So I think we'll be good here. And then second, I usually advise people to clean it. Use something like bug and tar remover is the first step to get any residue off. Wipe that off with some kind of towel. This is a terry cloth towel. Then typically I'll hit it with some Windex to make sure that it's super clean. All right, next is the anatomy of the decals themselves. So there's three parts here. One is the backing, that's this white part. The second part is the vinyl decal itself. That's this red part, it's 0.3 mm vinyl. And then the top part is the transfer paper. So you always want to try to line up the transfer paper with where you're going to put the decal itself, and then you peel off the backing. So as you can see here, I'm going to apply this decal so that the mountains and the ski are up at the top, and I want the skis to go around the bend on the Jeep itself. So it looks like it's going to fit pretty well. I'm going to slide this over a little bit. You can see how it looks with the three-dimensional skis there. So once you have an idea of where it's going to go, the next thing you want to do is peel off the backing. Now these decals are all hand drawn by myself and other employees at the company, and they're then cut on different automatic machines, but then they're all weeded themselves, hand weeded, meaning pulling out the background. So sometimes what you'll see if it's cold in this barn today, the transfer paper will stick a little bit too well to the decal. You just want to press it back together and then pull away again. And we can move down. A little bit of sticking on this one, but so far it's coming off pretty smooth. And then at the very end, I'll just grab the other side, let the transfer paper drop to the ground. It is staticky, so watch out for that. It'll want to curl up on you a little bit. And next we're going to line up where we want the decal to go. So I'm going to go right up here. And then stick one side down first, and then come across the decal. Just like so. Keeping and following the contours of the car. And smoothing this out. Just like that. Okay, so now you can see that we have the transfer paper stuck to the bumper as well as the decal itself. The next thing you want to do is rub out any bubbles or imperfections that you see. Looks like we did a pretty good job on the first shot here. But I usually go over the whole thing by hand. And then smooth it out. Look for any other bubbles. Make sure it's flat. And then I'll use a rag. Do the same thing. If it's really bad, you can use a plastic squeegee or like a spatula from the kitchen. Those work pretty well. Now this decal the transfer paper is gonna come off pretty easy because the decal itself is very big. On smaller decals, you really have to take care in taking off the transfer paper. And how you wanna do that is you start up in a corner, just like this, and you wanna peel it back, flat back onto itself. So if the decal is really small, this will prevent the decal from lifting with the transfer paper. So just like that did there. So you just push that back down. Go really slow, keep it flat. Look for any imperfections in the decal as you're going along, in case you need to smooth them out. Now, I was a little worried about the skier's pole, but it looks like that's going to come out just fine. Keep peeling back. A little bit of a bubble there. Take that out. Hand over hand, just keeping the transfer paper as flat as possible. And then rolling all the way off. And there you have it. It looks pretty good. No bubbles, no wrinkles. Have some three-dimensional contours on the skier. We'll zoom back out and see how it looks on the Jeep. Yeah, not too bad. End of the ski season, so we thought we'd finish it off with a skiing decal. Take care.